points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ohio State's offense will take the field first. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you won every game on your schedule.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Bell. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just...
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet.
As a former quarterback, guys, I love drag routes down close to the goal line. You're hoping you're going to get a mesh. You're going to get him freed up, and it's just a catch and walk in. But the defense makes the tackle. They're now setting up 4th down. Do you have the guts to go back to that same pass play here on offense?
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Michigan's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not cool. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Off play action. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. This time it's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack play.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking for a man, it's right. Makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Hold downfield and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the lone running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continue to be louder and louder, having met expectations, and this is the business we live in. College sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. And the Buckeyes will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Miller. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's West. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air on 2nd down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 17 to Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Makes the catch. Turning, just keeps moving. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Give to the running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires complete on the crosser. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He's open on the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll run play action. Pass pass rush. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Dropping back, it's Rice. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that kind of tells you how the season's gone for this squad. Just whether it's the offense, whether it's the defense, now it's the special teams, missing a makeable kick. It's been that kind of year.
They'll start the drive. Read option left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Bell.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side now. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's right. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Yates. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw it. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield very late in the half. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He splits the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. Dropping back, it's right. Finds the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played. Because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Virginia. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. He's past the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Might as well give it to him again. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense got it.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw. It's right. Got him downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Going with the ground game left. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the inside give. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Absolutely perfect.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside is 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Looking for a man. It's Herbstreit. He's got the back in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Going to look downfield again. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
He's brought down near the 16-yard line. And first down for the offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
First and goal, Michigan.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Gets it out fast. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 10 over Iowa. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Hunt is on its way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Back to pass, it's Herbstreit. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Back open in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. They'll try the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. Back to throw, it's Herbstreit. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This offense has it with really good field position. Sends it back in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Right on the money. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense face. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes. The 17.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Number 18 on the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.